Ugh. Dumpling wink. Comforter show. He's doing well. Having a wonderful day. Yeah, I just woke up. It is 4:39. I went to bed at 6:40 yesterday. Didn't wake up. I woke up at like 10 o'clock p.m. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I'm finally up. As you can see, we're not gonna have a sunrise this morning, but I'm still gonna film it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to film it, but I understand that it's gonna come with a load of. It's gonna come with its own load of problems. So it's not a big deal. And let's freaking go. Ugh. But everything, oh, I'm not showing you. Everything filmed. So I'm gonna still show you behind. Yeah, I'm missing one. It's right here. Okay, guys, I'm a freaking mess, dude. I'm a freaking mess. Oh my god, dude. I am a freaking mess. Like, honestly, man. Honestly, bro. Don't look at your brain because you're doing well. You know what? When you do the worst thing you can do as soon as you wake up, but fuck it. Right here. And the last one. Fruit Punch Rockstar. Already did taste that one, so I don't need to taste it again. Cheers. It feels heavenly. It feels heavenly. Oh, so yeah, so holy. It's insane, bro. Insane. So I go in. It's yesterday we finished video. It is 4:30, right? And I'm falling a little bit asleep. So what I do is I spend a lot of time uploading, right? And I'm like, okay, well, guess what? I'm gonna be uploading on. Oh, I'm gonna talk about something. You guys are gonna be annoyed, but it's only a couple minutes, right? It's only a couple minutes. Uploading wise because it's important. I think I did. I don't think we did amazing, but I think we did okay. I uploaded about 15 hours of content for 10 hours of sleep. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. Oh. Yeah, we're watching a show because I died. Okay. Oof. Range? Oh, no, range. My apologies. Okay. That's 9. No. I did a change and I discarded it for some reason. I'm gonna take out the light here. In a couple minutes. I want to have the light from here, but there's not gonna be a sunrise. Because I could have slept in. How do I know there's not gonna be a sunrise? Because it's only cloud. If we do get a sunrise, there's gonna be a couple minutes of really pretty cloud. Really, really pretty. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. And I was like, oh my god. I deleted a video that was important. Because that's 5 hours from now. I'm good. We haven't, we lost 30 minutes of content for the first time yesterday. Day 276. Everything. By the way, today is day 290 Project Vendetta. It's not, but lately I've been on sleeping on and off. I've been sleeping like bad schedule, and I fucked up one day because today is the 16th. So how is it day 290? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, it's a bit too late because I don't know where I made a mistake. You know, day X Idle Planet Miner Part 2. I'm gonna copy and paste because the next one is also Idle Planet Miner. Good, good, good. Yeah, you're hearing your voice in the background, which either means that you're going crazy or that we're recording something. We're recording something. Of course, the day you sleep is the day where there's massive drama going on. What a morning, guys. You know, this all seemed pointless. This all seemed like, what the heck is he talking about? How is that interesting? Why is he telling me this? But it's sort of meaningful because this is how I start my days. So what you're seeing now is actually what I would do when I wake up. Why did I come so early? So I woke up, swear to God, right now it's 4:45, right? I slept from 6:35. I'm gonna tell you why I slept. I don't know. It's super simple because you're tired. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, I woke up at like 4:27, I think. It was either 27 or 26. I'm thinking 27, but so we woke up like 18 minutes ago. I grabbed a shirt. My father, bless my father. My father, bless my father. He folded the clothes. However, looking for a shirt because it's my fault though. I gave him a lot more pants than shirt. So looking for a shirt, which is this one. I could have pushed something else. It doesn't matter, but sorry guys. I give him the clothes that I wear most often. And just going to get it. It's like, oh shit. Sup dude, no worry. See? I love Luke. See? Luke, I was not disappointed, but I was a bit annoyed with him yesterday because it's not his foot. It's not his foot. It's not his fault. His fault is in French. Fault. Luke's a bit on the spectrum, and Luke's actually a really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Never had a problem with him when it comes to the conversation. The dude is super kind. Luke is actually a really good dude. But sometimes you have to, you know, I'm not saying people in the spectrum in general, but sometimes, you know, if you lack a bit of social awareness, sometimes it's not necessarily going and like correcting you, but it's just like, okay, well, this you don't do. And ultimately speaking, there's little things like yesterday, and there's bigger things. Yesterday I was lucky with a small thing. Like I'm filming content, I upload content, and his answer was like, hey, glad to be back. No, he said, what are you in the next life? And I'm like, dude, there's a reason why I'm not live, right? I know that you like life, there's a reason why. So I wrote to him in, I don't know, man, to be honest, I don't feel like life was super healthy part of my life, I'm sorry. And he said, sup, dude, because I told him what's up before. I said, no worries. He said, no worries. The life was too much, you need to take your health first. See? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if, like, it was a bit insensitive. It was a bit insensitive when your answer is, when you're going live, when I'm clearly not doing well. But at the same time, he saw that I told him, and he understood. Some people would insist. People was like, don't worry about it. It would be better if you do live. And that's actually true too. Like there's ways where, for example, if you have, okay, I'm gonna say something disgusting, but for example, you are a lady, okay, that was assaulted in the street. Well, sometimes the best way to cure yourself of the trauma is to go in the street, to realize that, okay, well, there was an asshole, yes, but I'm safe. So yes, so sometimes that is the good thing to do. But shout out. I'll tell him. I said, I'll say, I'll thank you because that's a sweet thing to say. Yes, I was like, dude, you can do better. You did better. You can do better. No, you did better. Oh, feels good. Wow. Thanks for understanding, dude. Dude, you're a gem. Much love. And thanks for being a friend. Because even though, and again, I'm sorry to say that, but even though it was sort of clumsy to ask when is the next live, it can be, it could be perceived as, hey, when's this man? Ugh. It's kind of the same thing as saying like, hey, when is the time I can talk to you? My apologies. So in that case, like, okay, well, it's completely different. It's completely different. I think I prefer to talk to you on a, not by text, and by live, because if they're gonna call me, actually pretty good. Right? That's one, two, two. Yeah, it's a kind of a way to look out for me. He did reach out. He did reach out. How many people were asking that but didn't reach out? He did reach out, which beats a lot of people, you know? A super kind message from Ad. Super lucky about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna need to charge this shit after a little bit. But we got some. We was talking about it. 2 days ago, I was accompanying my mom, and I had my reason to complain about her because of the talk that we have, the phone call we had. But what I didn't mention in that call is she did something that was really sweet. When we met the guy for the job, that was I talked about reception bodies yesterday. And what I didn't say, well, I probably said it, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember 100%. But what I didn't say, or what I said too long ago to remember, was that I complained to my mom because, so we met this guy, and this guy was like, hey, are you looking for CAA, which is, I don't remember what it was. It's Assurance Compagnie Assurance Automobile, which is insurance, car insurance company. Right. That's pretty much the most close translating. Translating was another good word I could have used. My brain, the two of them together. And so this guy says, hey, I'm looking for these companies right here. We're always looking for people. If you give me your CVs, hey, who knows, maybe you're gonna get a job. So my mom, which again, I don't think it was ill intent. I think it's ADHD, because I would do the same thing. Would I do the same thing? I don't know. I think I would think about doing the same thing. I would possibly do the same thing, and then I would possibly stop myself in the middle, like, dude, that's not cool. So she tried to sell herself, and she tried to get a job too. And then I was like, hey, mom, you understand that what she did was not cool? You understand that you kind of sold yourself, and now I have to let's choose between me and you for a job, when they could have chose me without, I don't know what I said, but something along those lines. And yesterday, I called her, and I'm like, hey, have you talked to the guy? Because she took his number, and it was like, and she was like, no. She said to me, no, I know that you wanted the job, and I want to give you the job. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, what you did when you met the guy is not cool. Yes, you kind of sold yourself. But at the end of the day, you did the right thing. And it's so stupid, because the right thing is what? The right thing was to sacrifice yourself so I can have a job? No. The right thing is, okay, well, my son is still young. I get some pension, I get my retirement. I need a job, but do I need a job as much as my son? And that is complex, because it's a very specific situation. Like, I don't know how much she's making. I don't know how much she's making. I don't know how much she's spending. I don't know if she's having financial trouble, because, well, forget about it. I have a hard time asking her, hey, how's health? Don't talk to me about financial problems, because she doesn't want to worry me, which is very kind. Is he crying? No, it's not. Yeah, I had to put the phone in my ear. So yeah, so at the end of the day, she did the right thing, and for that I'm super thankful. And for that, I should applaud her because, yes, the relationship is still not great. And for some reason, I do feel like if a relationship is not great, and also this is insane. This is a side note, right? There's gonna be a couple of videos to follow, and it's mostly because of that right here, but mostly because I'm super energetic, which is a good. I do think for some reason I do feel like oh, I don't want to talk about this. I do feel like when the relationship is on thin ice with somebody and they go out of their way to do something nice for you, I think it's more meaningful that the relationship is nice. So you're almost more grateful when, okay, well, we don't get along lately, but you did something nice for me, than when we get along. So what is it? Is it a relationship that's more, not necessarily valuable, but it's more, it holds more value when it's on the rock, which makes sense. And psychologically speaking, it makes sense because you only really miss something when it's gone, and you possibly only care about something when it's on its way out. If that makes sense, if that makes sense. Now, why am I talking about this? Why am I excited? Because I slept for 10 hours. So compared to yesterday and before yesterday, I'm well rested. I'm well rested. Little A, little B. Little B is that kind of cool because you see me waking up. You saw me waking up. Well, you didn't see me because I. Yeah. You saw me waking up, and this is when you start your day. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the lights, and I'm gonna hope that this is bright enough so you can see me. If it's not, you're gonna have to wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We'll do a scary story. We'll do a scary story. Okay. Peace that's. For my own mental health, can we please do a little game, guys? Can we please say, I want you guys to say in the comments, I never asked that, but why can I gotta complain about the game? About the chair? Please tell me why. Because I never know if I make sense or if I'm hard to follow. So let's do the test. I was looking for my batteries. It's in the plant. Oh yeah, ink. Clever. There's also eggshell in there. Why? Eggshell contain calcium. Calcium is good for plants. If the end of the thing said, because of course, like a teacher of bow-ish, a teacher of bow-ish. The answer was because we're gonna get one either tomorrow or maximum Sunday. So there's no use of complaining about something. Oh man, I wonder why my hot water's not working. Yeah, the plumber's on his way, dude. But as much as you like, it'll be fixed tonight, right? So it's scary story because it's kind of dark. Okay, cool. So the story of a blind man, right? The story of a blind man. So, the blind man comes in, right? Blind man is living a good life. He's doing his things. He has his dog that he loves. We'll call him Roger. or Rex the dog. Which you prefer, Roger or Rex? Go with Rex. Yeah, I like Rex a lot more. And he lived with Rex and he lives a peaceful life. There's one day where Rex comes in, right? And it's a weird situation because Rex is usually very calm. Rex is starting to lick the guy and fingers, the blind man, and it's constant, right? So the blind man says, "Hi, it must be a full moon." Rex is acting weird, right? And it's weird because the blind man is start with his super sense of hearing. You start hearing a droplet fall, right? Like, oh man, there's this thing that's a problem, right? There's this thing that had a problem. So he goes in, right? And he checked all of his things. They're closed properly. He goes back. He hearing the blood drip, right? It's like, okay, well, oh, dude, I spoiled this story with a dumbass. I spoiled the story. Fuck. So then, he goes in, and he says, well, I can't call it plumber because you know, it's night. So then he goes to sleep. And Rex, for some reason, stays beneath the bed, but licks his finger. So it's very weird, but the old man, he's like, okay, well, my dog loves me. I guess this is normal, right? So he doesn't say too much. He doesn't complain too much. It's like, okay, well, it's not ideal, but it's normal, right? So then, long story short, the next day he comes in, he calls the plumber. The plumber calls in, it's like, okay, well, I check all of your pipe, there's nothing, right? So then, the second night, again, Rex is licking his finger. He's really licking his finger, and it's weird. So then the old man get tired and said, Rex, stop. And Rex, because he stopped making noise, the old man started hearing the dripping again. He says, I don't understand, I just called the plumber. So like, okay, well, I'm gonna call a different plumber. Maybe that guy didn't know what he was doing. So the plumber comes in. He realizes that the old man is dead, is blind, and he's like, okay, well, don't worry, sir, I'm gonna take care of it. So then he hears running, and it's the plumber that comes barging in his room. He says, sir, stay here. Then he realized that he started hearing the sirens of the cops, right? He started hearing the sirens of the cops. The cops ask him a couple of questions. They ask him, does he live alone? The old man says, yes, I live alone. I live alone with my dog. And said, when is that time that you had, that he's blind, so when was that time that your dog was with you? He said, well, it was actually strange just last night, right? The cop says, what do you mean it was actually strange? And the old blind man says, for some reason he kept licking my fingers, right? And he says, well, I'm sorry to say it, sir, but your dog is dead. Your dog has been dead for a couple of days. So the killer killed the dog and hid it and was licking the old man. Yeah. That's horror story. I'm trying to come up with a horror story at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Not that easy. Okay. Was that good? Was it a W? Was that an L? I don't know. It was an R for retry. So, okay. Well, there's another story. No, I don't have any story. So yeah, so waking up like that is hardcore. So what happened when I go to bed? That's a good story too. So I've been trying to do that for today. I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm trying to stream, but right away I'm just noticing that there's a problem with my stream. It's not really working. I'm like, oh, I have to stream. So I said, okay, well, and I think subconsciously I knew, because I tried my hardest. I could have slept right away. I tried my hardest not to sleep. I was like, no, dude, stay up. Because at 8 o'clock I had my tournament. The goal was to stay up until 8 o'clock, have my phone charged, and then at 8 o'clock do the tournament, then sleep. I went to bed. I wake up, it's 10 o'clock. For some reason, this phone, which has an alarm clock, I have 10 phones, but I still only have a phone with an alarm. Right? Smart ink. Smart. For some reason, it closed. Which is why it was doing a freaking update, bro. Ugh. So I wake up at 10 o'clock and I'm like, okay, well, he missed tournament. So now there's no use in going up. You gotta go up for what? To do a video where, oh, I missed the tournament, guys. Good night. No, doesn't make any sense. I could have done it behind the scene, but then it would have been weird. It would have been very weird. It's good. What I love is that it's 5 o'clock in the morning and we have a show like this. And this is not my favorite content creator, I have to say. But what I do like is that when there is drama, the guy stays up. Like, I was playing Fortnite one night. And there was, I don't remember the drama, what it was for. But the guy stayed up till 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. I start streaming at 11 o'clock. And I stop at 6 o'clock in the morning. And he's still there. That was phenomenal. Back in the days I used to do like 12 hours of streaming, 12 hours of the tower. It was beautiful. Lately I'm slacking off. Dude. I am slacking off. So we'll do a tire talk today. We'll do a big one. Yep. So, long story short, I wake up at 10. I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I upload. And I got super lucky because I only missed like 2 hours of uploading. I upload, I wake up at 2 o'clock. I'm like, okay, am I gonna stream? I could stream, right? But I said, you know what? You need to sleep. So I had to fall asleep again. It's 4:30. I'm like, are you gonna try sleeping? No, I was waking up by the bird. I'm like, okay, well, the sun's gonna rise soon. Let's freaking do it. And here we are. I did it for 10 hours, bro. And it's also speaking, it's very positive. It's very positive because 2 days in a row, which is yesterday, the day before. 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I didn't sleep good. So right now is what I needed. And compared to other nights, I did upload a bit more. Now, did we upload enough? That's always the question. I don't think so, but I try my best. I gave it all, but when I fall, it's just us against the wall. Until there's nothing left to fear, just to know that I was born. Fate, don't fail me now. And it's cool because I did wake up, but I did wake up and I'm like, okay, well, let me sure of it, and I was able to sleep again. So my body's like, my brain is like, okay, well, priorities. Well, you do have to wake up for this. And then, okay, well, this is done. You can go back to sleep, which is actually quite cool. So there's some good drama tonight. I missed it. As much as I want to get out of the drama because I'm not involved, first of all, and second of all, freaking wasting my time. It's so hard because it's so good. And I guess this is a good subject to start. You see, no sunrise. I could have slept, man. Could have woke up at like 8 o'clock and say, yo, man, I slept muy bien. But at the same time, you know, the drama is actually a good subject to talk about. It's not planned, but at the same time, do I have a plan? No. See? Luke answered. Roman, all is well. Hey. Okay. So, I'll text you. He said, no problem, man. Hope all is well. Just give me a message whenever you feel like it. So I'll text you every day. Good. I'm happy about that. I'm talking to clearly a catfish, which is Christina. But I don't know. She might not be a catfish. falling, washed away, and it falls apart.
Hey, savez-vous quoi? La deuxième.
Okay. I've seen the drama.
Si t'es pas Johnny Rock.
Si t'es pas Johnny Rock, tu peux passer de vidéo, passer un autre appel. Si t'es Johnny, que je viens de te dire que, écoute, je suis chez nous comme c'est là, pis...
It's such a...
Dakota and Felicity were arrested this morning, June 14th. And I have the arrest details, so let's take a look at it. Now, what led up to the arrest is kind of blurry, not quite sure exactly, but what I can tell you is their exact charges and what is being said in the comment section from people that are close to this situation. It says they're arrested at 10:10 this morning, and their bond is set at $500 cash each. Again, here's Felicity's, bond set at $500, arrested at 10:10. Now, it says Felicity's two charges are destruction of property and conspiracy. Dakota's two charges are the exact same thing, destruction of property and conspiracy. Specifically, conspiracy to inflict injury to persons or property. Now, here is where I do not know if this is true or false, but it would make sense with the charges. Now, allegedly, according to Nisha, China Doll kicked them out of the house this morning, and they were arrested allegedly at China Doll's house this morning as well. Dakota and Felicity were arrested.
There you go. Yeah, the drama is insane. It's insane, bruh. So the whole thing. So, the actual context of, we can talk about drama. The actual context is this specific guy. Okay? Now, I think he's a good content creator. I think he's actually a really good content creator. I think that there's a couple problems with him. The name of the content creator is Lucky Boy. First of all, I do watch him, so I'm not here to pick him up. I'm not here to say shit about him. I think he's a good content creator. My only problem with him is that, well, first of all, he's very demanding. So, for example, so it's complex. He'll do drama, right, which is the kind of content he does. He will do drama, and then he will get like 400 to 500 people in his live, and then when it's 400 or 500 people in his live, he stops the drama and he's asking like, hey, follow me, hey, I need gift, hey, go follow my YouTube, right? So I'm like, dude, you understand that you have to, when this is going on, when you get a lot of people in your life, this is when you have to sort of monetize the attention, okay? Not monetize the content, monetize the attention. You'll never have it's not biologically, it's organically. You'll never have 400 to 500 people if there's no drama, right? So instead of saying like, I need gift, people will get annoyed at you. Your gripe is you say, listen, I'm at every single day, you're all welcome, right? And that's when you ask for gifts. On other days. You want something cool? This is the extent to which we're gonna get the whatchamacallit. We're gonna get the sunrise. I think it's such an interesting subject because, like, I'm never gonna see this again. Like, one of the reasons why I actually really followed the Avocado because of that. You'll never see this again. It's a once in a lifetime thing that you're gonna see, right? So when I'm comparing it, so this guy was doing RP before, which is role-playing game, which is not role-playing game. It's not RPG. It's role-play in-game, which is GTA Online, shit like that, and it wasn't working for him. Then he started doing drama, right? And you guys know that I was watching this other guy, which is Max Boy QC, and Max Boy was a piece of shit, low-key, high-key. So Zaki was exposing him. The thing with Zaki was, they used to be friends. They were born in the same neighborhood. Well, I don't know born, but they grew up in the same neighborhood. They were really friends until Zach started seeing that, hey, you know, this guy is not the nicest guy I can chill with, right? So then they had a falling out, and then because they had a falling out, they start he started talking shit. You see, his life has ended. Okay. Why am I right away changing? Why am I right away closing it? TikTok has this horrible habit of when the live ends, you show up in another live, and they show your name like so. The content creators like, hey, this guy, there is this girl, right? And this one is. This one is a piece of crap. I'm not even gonna mention her name, but yeah, really bad, really bad. Why? Okay, good. Sorry guys. See? Addicted. So, she's the kind of person that says, hey, she's the kind of person that said, okay, this is actually a really good subject. Really good subject. Really good subject. Oh, shit. And this is what I love about making content. It's like, I think everything can be a good subject. See, a nail in there. A nail is not a real nail. A nail is when there's a air that grows in and it hurts. I got it. So did I ever troll? I'm gonna come after this, right? So with her, there was when I was doing lives every single day, I was getting my own viewers. It was okay. Then I started being conscientized to the fact that I'm French Canadian, and because I'm French Canadian, I should possibly chill with French Canadian content creator. So there was this instance, like, I don't know how long, but there was this instance where I was like, okay, well, you know what? You're doing lives, and it's not actually a collab, but it'd be nice to have other content creators to talk to. And this is kind of crazy because that was the plan. The plan was to have legit other content creator. I would come up in their corners, they would come up in my corners, and the content would be better because I'm more used to making content in English. I'm more comfortable with doing it in English because that's what I know. So having French content creator, that was a way of, fuck. Because if I tell you this, I'm gonna sound dishonest. Okay, too bad, too late. It was a good way to force myself to speak in French. You understand? If every single content creator that you talk to on a daily basis is is French, then if they come into your life or you come in their life, you're gonna speak in French, right? So that was the goal, and that was kind of somewhat of a forcing me to speak French, which was a good thing, right? I wouldn't do it with freaking people that speak Cantonese, because I'd be like, I don't speak Cantonese. So yeah, so there's a couple. One of them was the person I'm going to talk about. And why am I talking about this person in particular? She didn't do anything wrong, right? She didn't do anything wrong, but it's a great case of what happened. Of what I was going to talk about. It's a great case of the next step, which is why TikTok is so, not necessarily dangerous, but, you know. So, I started talking to this girl, and she was super nice, super nice. She could come in, she was good, but she's a lady, okay? Is she attractive? She has a certain charm, but she's not conventionally attractive, right? Do I find her attractive? No. Because inside she's rotten. Inside. She'll say things that are disgusting. And she'll say things that are disgusting. For example, she'll say things like, if you send me this gift, I'll sorry guys. This chair, man. This chair is driving me insane. But the good news is I don't have the freaking pounding. Yesterday, I'm sorry again, side note, but yesterday you wonder why I was sleeping so much, why I was so tired. I spent 2 hours outside and you were hearing the drills, you were hearing the machine, you're hearing the construction, like, oh my freaking god, bro. It's tiring. It's fatiguing. It brings, I don't know, fatigue building, I guess. So she'll say things like, hey, if you give me something, right? And what I do appreciate from her is she'll do it when there's 12 people in her life, when there's 15 people, when there's 3 people, which is me. She won't ask for a gift, which I appreciate, right? But she'll say things like, hey, if you want my attention, you think I'm cute, if you want my attention, you can send me this gift. I'll give you attention. And right there is kind of nuts. So then, just there is nuts. And one person, which was like, that was 6 months ago. See, I hold on to things too. A person told her, don't you think it's a bit weird that you're saying that? She said, well, it's cheaper than a date. We're not on a date. I don't want to date you. If I wanted to date everybody that I thought was attractive on the platform, I'd be broke. Wait, I'm already broke. That's good. What? This boom. So it's a bit odd. It's not a big deal. I'm not judging, but it is a bit odd, right? And ultimately speaking, you know, you can do things like that, and there's no consequences. There's no, oh my god, this is so bad. But at the same time, if you do it too often, people are gonna start judging you. And then I start noticing that. So I was doing my life, and again, I don't believe in support for support, which means that I don't believe that, hey, don't forget I supported you. Hey, don't forget I dropped you a gift. So when I'm going to be live, you better drop me a gift. I don't believe in that, because I think this is dishonest to you, to your viewer. So your viewer will believe that you're a big baller because you're receiving gifts, which are big gifts. What they don't know is, no, this is not a gift that comes because you're a good content creator. This is a gift that comes from refunding you. Hey, you bought me this gift, I'm gonna buy you this gift. That way we both look like big shots, and people are interested in helping us because we're big shot content creator. No, you're dishonest. You're dishonest. You're pulling a wool over your viewers' eyes and hope that because you're a big shot, they'll gift you, right? This whole mentality is so stupid. Hey, I'm gonna show that I have this amazing car, but hey, don't forget to support, guys. Yeah, I could really use the support. Hey, no pressure, but I could really use the support. There's a Lamborghini in your driveway. Sell that shit. This is a guy, Max Boy. The guy I was talking about, the guy I didn't like. And I'm gonna talk about Max Boy. Again, most of what I'm gonna say today is reheated, right? But this is in the instance of drama. And this is a study of, it's a social study, which is so interesting because the finale is gonna be like, when I understood it, I'm like, holy shit, this is a great subject. But I never got around to talk about it, or I did and I don't remember. Could be. So with Max Boy, he was constantly asking for help. Why did I not like Max Boy? I thought about this a lot. So Max Boy was this dude, right? And at first, he's sort of this asshole, but it's funny because he's doing a joke. So, for example, I fell in love with the content he was making, and I started watching his live every single day for 2 years because of a simple instance. The guy was a bit bigger, right? A bit on the plus size, right? And he was kind of making jokes about other people. So I was like, okay, well, you're an asshole. So I did a joke, okay? I came with a fake account, and I did a joke. I said, wheat, just like a pig, because it was fatter. No, he didn't. He read that and he did the wheat. Why? Because he was able to make fun of himself. He was able to make fun of the situation. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. So I started watching him. And I started watching him. I kind of felt bad. I really felt bad for the guy, because I was like, okay, well, you know, the guy is hated. And there's time where when you're hated, like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be making effort to be appreciated because there's no use for it. There's no use for it. You know what's insane? It took me so long to realize there's an active enemy I didn't even watch that. Active enemy spawn rate, which is 11, and if you look at the playthrough where it's a bit further in. Okay, the furthest is this one. What about you? Okay, no, it's not you. This one is the same tier. This is tier 1, this is tier 1. Active enemy, 58. That's amazing. I never noticed that. It's fantastic. Fantastic. So, but with Max, my biggest problem was that he was constantly saying, hey, I'm trying to change. I'm putting an effort to change. I know I'm an asshole, but I'm trying to improve myself. And you give him the benefit of the doubt. You're like, you know what? I want to believe you. Okay. She's saying, I know you're an asshole, but if you tell me that you're changing or you're trying to change, I respect that. I respect the fact that you're willing to change or you're trying to change more so. I respect that. I'm never going to give you shit if I'm seeing that you're putting in the effort to change. I'm going to give you shit because I know changing is hard. It's hard, it takes time, right? But then, when I started, because I followed him for 2 years, I started realizing that he was spreading lies. Not about me, but about his financial situation. And the worst thing about it wasn't the lies. The fact that he was getting caught. So you got caught for this lie. For example, hey guys, I gotta pay for my car, right? But then there's legit proof out there that you paid your car is paid in full. You borrow money to people on the platform. You borrow money from people on the platform, right? And your car is paid. So when people call you out for that and you're lying, that's when you say the truth. It's like, guys, I had the deeds to my car, but I gambled it. Okay. Okay, you gambled. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. So, and then people are like, dude, we're gonna help you out, but you can't gamble it anymore. And then they'll come back like 4 months after. It's like, guys, I lost a car again. So sorry, I just need a little help, right? So that was like my first like red flag. I was like, dude, you're trying to change, but you're making the same mistakes. And my biggest problem with Max, and that was disgusting. My biggest problem with Max was he was gonna have like 2-3 weeks where he put in a lot of effort. You can see that he's changing. You can see that he's a nice guy. And then he falls again. He was battling against this guy called Shayi, which is in French, right? And Shayi is a self-proclaimed asshole. He doesn't have an hint of a good thing in his bones. He'll scam, he'll cry, say, hey, I just need some help. You guys are hating. He'll have one, this is so funny. This guy is a manipulator. He'll have one comment of hate and be like, you see all the hate? Please send me gifts, support me so we can show the haters. We can show the haters that I'm a good guy. Well, no, because I watched DSP for years and he does the same thing. And DSP is an e-beggar and a grifter. So he's doing the same thing as him. Which makes you possibly not the same person, but viewed as the same person. Their perspective is not changing. So yeah, so with that being said, it was sort of nuts because, like, Shayi was weirdly speaking, was a better content creator than Max. Because yes, he was a bigger asshole, but there was never a time where he said, hey, I'm trying to be better. It's like, yeah, no, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. If you don't support me, you don't support me. I don't care, but I'm not gonna change for anybody on the platform. And I was like, you know what? You can definitely be a nicer person, but I kind of fuck with the fact that you said that. I kind of fuck with the fact that you're a self-admitted asshole, but I kind of fuck with the fact that you are being transparent with that. You're being honest with that. It's never gonna be perfect, and there's a lot of work that you need to do, but you're aware of it, and you choose not to do it. See, this is the thing, right? You're aware that you have to work on yourself, and there's time where I'm guilty of that too. I'm aware that I have work to do on myself. I choose not to do it. Why? Well, for example, right? For example, the for the weight, I know that I have to lose weight. And ultimately speaking, I am going to lose the weight, right? But at the same time, I'm like, dude, like, you guys don't understand how many times I failed. I failed so many times, and failure is human. Failure is part of the game, absolutely. But it's part of the game. But there's a time where you start failing a lot, and like, okay, well, I'm starting to doubt myself, right? and people won't even notice that you failed. They're like, why haven't you tried? And you try to tell them, I tried and I failed, and like, well, you didn't try hard enough. I just told you I failed. Anyway, so that I have to work on it. Work. I am aware that I'm a bit too selective for that. I got a call from the government, and she started asking me like, she started asking me, which is so stupid like situation. She started asking me like, I find it weird that you swear up and down that you have applied to these places, but nobody has hired you. The reality is, I am looking for something that's long term. Like, there's places that are gonna hire me. I could have been hired like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay? I did apply places, right? I did get some callbacks. Okay? But the recent callback, I got this callback like last week, is the perfect example as to why I am not working there. They start the phone call by saying, hey, you're looking for work. I'm like, yes, I'm looking for work. I said, what is the company? Yes, I remember you guys, right? And he said, well, we have a position available. I'm like, oh, that's great. He said, you want me to do an interview? How do you guys work usually? He said, well, the dude said, well, I want to make you aware that the position is that way. If you're interested, you can come in. You're not interested. The guy, which I respect, literally said, I don't want to waste your time, and I want you to waste my time. I'm like, you know what? I respect that. It's a bit of an asshole thing to say, because I just met you, but I respect that, right? The guy's like, okay, well, the position is night janitor. The pay was good. The pay was like $21. The pay isn't that good, okay? A good pay is what? I don't know. But when you understand that the minimum salary is $17, this is $4 per hour more. And then he told me it's 4 hours per night, 3 days a week. I did math. I'm like, that's 12 hours. He says, yeah, it's considered part-time. And I said, I'm grateful that you guys called me, but I'm kind of looking for something more because I do have bills, I do have responsibility. And the guy literally said, yeah, but that's a good thing. If you can't start as a janitor, you gotta step in the company, and who knows, maybe in 5 or 6 months, there'll be a position opening up, which is full-time. What am I gonna do for 5 or 6 months? I'm gonna make less than I need to survive, right? Or there's a place, the most hour I ever gotten offered was 28 hours, right? The problem was, it was at Côte-Vertu. Côte-Vertu is an hour 15 to go there. And I have to do that 4 times a week. Back and forth. So I have to do 2 hours and a half for 27 hours at minimum salaries. Which, okay, fine. It takes what it takes, right? But I can't go there without the bus pass. So I have to pay a bus pass per month, which is $120. I have to plan an hour 15 back and forth. That means that I won't get more hours, because if there's a person that calls in sick, you gotta call the people that are more available. I am available, but I'm too far to come, right? So that's a no-go. So I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm fucked. I'm fucked completely. What am I supposed to do? I'm fucked completely. So I didn't take the job. And at the same time, yes, right now I'm on welfare, and it's not a pride. I'm not saying, hey, I'm making banks, but I'm on welfare, which is covering your basics. So I get $850 per month. Okay. My rent is $670. The phone bill is $50 because I changed. It's $50. I have to pay for the Wi-Fi, which is $60. So that's at $790. Right? I have to pay for the electricity. That's not expensive though. That's $20 per month. So I got $50 and I didn't buy food. I didn't buy anything. Now I'm lucky because I have money saved up, so I'm good. Like I was saying yesterday, I went to my father's house twice last week. That's 2 meals. One this week, that's 1 meal. My mom gave me meals. My mom legit gave me over 10 meals. 2 weeks ago. So I still have some of that, right? And yeah, and I have a lot of food at home. Old food. Well, it's not old food because it's dry food, so it doesn't appear. It doesn't show as much, right? Which is kind of good. Yeah, so with that being said, it's sort of good because I don't have to worry about things. But at the same time, it's not perfect because I'm like, okay, well, you know, what am I supposed to do, right? So, what's it going? Yeah, so if it wasn't for them, I'd be fucked, right? But when I'm looking for work, I tend to be looking for long-term jobs, and I tend to be looking for a job that works. So I know that I'm no salary. I need at least 30 hours per week to make it worthwhile. So everything that's under 30, I cannot do, right? If the salaries are a bit higher, I can sort of play with it. For example, the 30 hours per weeks, but no, if I get 25 hours per week, but at a higher salary, I can still make it. But if I'm working and I'm not making it, then what's the point, right? I'm also looking for places because there's just legit fear that I've had this place. I was working there for a while and it closed. So I'm trying to avoid places that are not financial stable. For example, I have a profile on LinkedIn, right? And it's something I never heard of from before. And when I was on the call, this company, and they were established like, I think it was like 15, 20 years before. When you go on the Yelp review, there's like 25 Yelp reviews. I'm like, either your customer don't care enough to leave a Yelp, or you guys are not getting business. And I'm afraid of this closing. Was a job, at first thing, the job wasn't giving enough hours for me to survive, right? So yeah. I want you guys to understand something. I have $4,000 in the bank, plus the 800, so I'm good for a while. Now, ultimately speaking, do I want to be good? Yeah, I want to be working, of course, but I still have the luxury of being able to choose a place that is meaningful to work at. I don't want a job that I'm gonna have to worry in 5 months, like, hey, it's winter, gonna fire me. Okay, well, you know, thanks for everything. I don't want to have to worry about a job that's gonna close because they don't have enough business. I don't want to. It's crazy to say, but like the expression recession proof is very important. Recession proof is that the company will survive most things, right? A big thing, and again, I'm gonna get hate for that, but a big thing was the number company that closed when the coronavirus came, right? No, I know that this was 5 years ago. I know that this was a while ago, but legit had a company which is Saint-Hubert. Talked about that yesterday. I mentioned this yesterday. I was not planning to talk about this morning, but it was there for 30 years. So how did it close? It couldn't resist the 6 months that we were in pandemic. Why? That's their fault though. That is entirely their fault. Because they didn't invest in DoorDash and Uber Eats and delivery service. So for 6 months they didn't get any. They had. So first of all, they had. So it was 6. You were kind of allowed to go to restaurants as long as there was like 6 feet distance, right? So for example, because it was a smaller cuisine, instead of having 12 tables, they had 8. They had 7. You know, so they were still hiring the same amount of staff. So you're lowering your profit by a third, but you don't lower your spending at all. You don't lower how much you buy. You don't lower your I had this yesterday. Main dev is what? Your cost of employees. It costs you the same electricity wise if you have 4 or 5 people. 4 or 5. No, 6, 7. So that's why you closed. But for this to close, you're like, holy shit. Companies are more fragile than I thought about, you know? So yes, there's a fear. So I need to focus right now. I need to focus on 2 things: finding a job. But again, I'm not. The whole principle, and I know this sucks. The whole principle is I'm not desperate for a job. I am not willing to take anything. Because I understand that some jobs, they won't allow me to survive. And we were talking about with my father. It's like, and I told my dad, like, Dad, I don't understand. I don't understand why they think that somebody that's working there can survive on 12 to 15 hours per week. We're like, yeah, this is student jobs, so it's mostly for people that live at their parents' house. When I told the woman called me yesterday, which is my agent. She is my I hate that saying, but it's like my probation agent. So I have to put in effort, otherwise I lose unemployment. So I have to come up with proof that that I applied. I have to come up with proof that I got interviewed. I have to come up with proof that I got called back. Right? So it's complex, but and I'm telling your company, it's like, hey, this is a good company. Why? And I was like, well, yeah, but they offered 15 hours. And like, yeah, and she says like, we're seeing that a lot. And I'm like, how does people survive at 15 hours? And her answer was, if you really want to, you can. No, you can't. Because 15 hours doesn't even cover my rent. What am I gonna tell my landlord? Hey, dude, I had this shitty job. Can I pay you? And I'm gonna say, fuck you. Get out of here. No, it won't work like that, you know? And I think that okay. So the way you do it is you go to a specific place, which is, in French, it's HML, which is, so it's apartments that are government leased, and instead of taking a certain rate, for example, $700 per month or $800 per month, what they do is they take a percentage of your salary, and it's like 20% or 30%, right, to live there. So no matter how low your salary is, you still get to live there. But these places takes time to get in. And these places, and for example, I was talking about Max Boy. Max Boy was complaining, I cannot pay the rent. And it's like, why is the rent so high? Well, I have a 3-bedroom apartment, but I live alone. What are you talking about? Well, one of the room is my it's for the cats, because he had like 4 cats. And one of the room is my walk-in closet, I guess. So like, dude, and so that you're paying for the two rooms, and then you have to tell the guy like, you can only afford 1 room, right? And the other people were saying like, why don't you do it HLM? And in HLM, he said, no, I can't. You know why? And HLM will take a percentage of your salary. If you have no salary, you can do it. Know what you're saying? Didn't the guy ask for gift online? He was getting paid online. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he was doing his taxes report. It doesn't mean that he was declaring what he was receiving. Which means that if he was living in a place like that, he would have to declare how much he was making. No storage. Oh, apologies. I'm gonna do this. Schluck. Good. Okay. Sorry guys, no storage. Oh. Sorry guys, no storage and messy hair. Yeah. Like I was saying, part two I guess. Like I was saying, it's easy to understand what he's doing. My problem with welfare and shit like that is that it's so easy to, like, for example, right? We're talking about a amount of money. I even did the math with you guys. Like, you understand that you would have to get maybe $150 per month or $200 per month more to live very comfortable. And $100 or $200 per month is not hard to find, or it's not hard to do. Like, my mom was talking about this. My mom 2 days ago was like, "Oh, I feel like you like welfare. I feel like you're gonna be there for a while." And I'm like, "Mom, you think I'm not trying?" She said, "How is that normal that I'm finding a job at 61 years old at HomeSense? At 66, at 67, 66. She's 68 right now, but she's worked there for a while. How is that possible?" I'm like, "Mom, how many hours are you getting per week? Oh, this week I got one shift. Can you survive with one shift? Hello? No. So you're not thinking straight, you know?" And yeah, and it's so easy it's so easy to go below the table and do like $100 per month or $200 per month, and you don't declare it, right? But at the same time, it's like, you steal an egg, you steal we had this you have this expression in French, which is "tu voles un œuf, tu voles un bœuf," which is basically you steal a pound, you steal a ton. It's the same action, it's the same steal. So it doesn't matter if you're dishonest with that. It doesn't matter how much you're dishonest about, you're dishonest, dot. It can be $20 per month, you're still dishonest. And I'm not dishonest. I spent most of my time being dishonest when I was younger. I'm done with that. And at the same time, the government never fucked me over. The government never tried to screw me. So I'm trying to screw the government. And if I'm screwing the government, who is paying for the welfare? It's your taxes. So if I'm not honest with the welfare, if I'm stealing from welfare, I'm stealing from everybody that pays tax. How does that make sense? How is that possible? How is that, like, logical? Yes, it's not. It is not. It hasn't been it for a long time. It'll never be. It will never be. And you're like, okay, well, I don't think that makes a lot of sense, right? So yeah, so for Max, what I was talking about was this. He was constantly asking for cash, and he was getting welfare too. And he wasn't declaring it. So, and that guy was making $1,000 per month more. So we're not talking about a little amount. And he was so dumb because he would ask for cash, but he didn't even think about the basic. Basic is what? The basic is, June, on your neck you have a gold chain. I'm gonna repeat myself. You have a gold chain on your neck. And people are telling you, like, hey.
Did this morning?
People are telling you, like, hey. Morning. It might be a real account, I don't know. She's talking to me. I think it's a real person. I don't think it's the picture that I'm being shown. Good. Perfect. Okay, good. Like I'm saying. And he was saying, like, so sell your gold chain. You're gonna have money. Like, yeah, but it's not a real gold chain. And then he got exposed as being a broke ass, as being a bum. And it's like, what are you talking about? You see this? Try to buy yourself this. You admitted that it was a real chain, you dumbass. So that was my problem with him. And so when, I wanted to say, when Zaki, I don't remember what I was talking about Max in peculiar. I was talking about this girl also. So this girl, which was kind of bullshit. The reason I'm thinking about her, which is a fear. So with Max we're done. Right? We're gonna come back to Max a little bit later, because it's still the subject of drama and still the subject of cannibalism, which is what I'm trying to talk about. So with the girl, what I've noticed she was doing is she would come to support. So for example, if you went to her live, she'll come to your live, she'll do a couple of taps and then she'll leave. She'll say like 5 minutes, you know. And what I noticed she was doing is she wasn't gifting back people. I never gifted her. I never gifted anybody on. Okay, so I never gifted anybody on TikTok ever. Why? Because I don't feel comfortable with gifting and receiving gifts on TikTok because, first of all, TikTok is taking a large sum like this. I want to support good. So like I was saying, like I don't feel comfortable helping this. And by the way, my problem with TikTok is, like, for example, it's so predatory because first of all, the people that are on there, they don't need money. They don't need money. Like the company itself doesn't give people money. Like you don't get money for views, you don't get money for a milestone, you don't get money for anything. So you're constantly relying on gifts. So I'm thinking about people like I saw Gus from Floribama. I saw Jeffree Star, I saw Nico Avocado, I saw Jason Nash. I saw a ton of people that are Lance Stewart. Lance Stewart's a millionaire, dude. What are you doing asking for gifts? What are you doing asking for gifts, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? You achieve a level of success, a level of fame, a little financial freedom that nobody will, that's not a lot of people, so you're like, what are you doing? This is fucked up. But then you realize the truth. These people don't care about it. These people don't care about the gift. I'm kind of exposing a lot of people here, and I feel bad about that, but it's enough, you know? And that's why I had a station. I'm like, dude, what are you doing that people you don't even know? The truth behind it is, these people are agency, right? With agency, this is where you get the real money. So TikTok will pay agency. They'll say, hey, we'll give you these free gifts. For example, they'll give you like a lion. A lion is $500. $500, right? And they'll tell the agency, you gift to your biggest like earner. So for example, it's a pimping system, right? Your biggest earner. Butters from South Park. For example, right? You have an agency, and there is Mr. Monopoly. I'm gonna call him like that, right? Mr. Monopoly has received over the last month 250K. Second place is Mr. Potato. Mr. Potato got 212,000. Well, 250,000 will give you the biggest gift, which is a phoenix, which is a lion, which is a lot of money, right? And the second position will get the second biggest gift, third position. So your goal is to get as much diamond as possible with small gifts. That way, at the end of the month, you can get the big gifts and you make money. That's your whole goal. So TikTok pay agency to pay the content creator, which is sort of like a franchisee, if you will. Yeah, so that's disgusting. And that's the first. The second one is you'll have a level. So having a level is quite addictive because you'll earn respect like that. So for example, if your level is 5, nobody cares. If your level is 10, nobody cares. Livy, Max, Livy was broke, right? And she was sending me messages like, "Hey, I'm not working, but maybe one day I want to work. I'm gonna gift you." I was like, "Don't worry about money. I don't care about money." And Livy, she got a job at McDonald's. By the way, congratulations. And Livy, in a month, she got to level 20. When you realize just how much level 20 is, there's no way that she made that money at McDonald's. So she possibly used her credit cards, which is not good. Nobody's quite leveling up. Getting the respect for your level is quite bad. It's bad. It's really bad. And you shouldn't value yourself for the level, but it's addictive. Also, there's a gambling aspect of it. You get 2 fighters, 2 boxers, 2 MMA fighters. One of them you really like. Oh, damn. He's so close to winning. If you put in money, he will win. You know? So if you have a gambling addiction, that's also something. What else? Oh, yeah. You have your level, but if you don't gift a certain amount per week, your level erases itself. So for example, you have a level 24, 25. If you don't give a certain amount, your number will be lower. And it's embarrassing because you're like, wow. This guy has such a big level, but you gotta keep up. Understand? And then there's animation. I'm in a position to talk. I buy shit offline. I buy shit online for games, which is pixels. But it's also nuts. No. Nobody filming this. There's no sunrise. So an hour and a half of clouds. Wow, good content. So yeah, so it's so bad because you get animation. I'm a lion. I'm gonna say expose. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna show you something. I'm not gonna leave this up. I'm gonna count seems like a boy. Okay, good. I count. There you go. That's perfect. Okay, so this one is 44,000, right? 999. It costs $10 for one. This is a $464 gift. Are you ready? Was that 10 seconds? $440 for 10 seconds. But it's addictive. So very predatory. That's why I never gifted. Because see, I would gift for companies like, okay, I'm gonna show you something that's really cool. I take YouTube. Okay? YouTube. When you reach a certain amount and you do live a certain amount, YouTube will give you free I don't remember what it's called. I know where to get it though. Information. Yep. Give me a sec. We're gonna go in YouTube. We're gonna go in DSP Pikachu. DSP Pikachu. Yep. DSP Pikachu gonna go in post. Post, yes. Okay, so this is the one. How about your weekend? In case you missed, no. Okay, nice. No, that's not it. Okay, there you go. 2 months ago, YouTube gave me free gem jewel to use with your favorite YouTube streamer. You feel as if them the most. Most like, comment, wins on their channel is on my affiliate, but with the quartering. So this is really cool. Why? Because this is freaking fantastic. So what is YouTube doing? Is you reach a certain level, they give you free gems, and you can use the free gem for a couple of things, but what you do is you give them to people that are live, and these are TikTok coins, these are Twitch bits. So you're literally paying somebody with some money that YouTube gave you. So YouTube gave you money. I don't know if you guys have that in America or other countries, but there's a place called Canadian Tire. Okay, Canadian Tire will give you, for example, and that's stupid, but it's brilliant. If you spend a certain amount of money at Canadian Tire, they'll give you Canadian Tire bucks, which is money that you can use in their store. So kind of like a refund, but it's their store. You cannot use it at McDonald's. Trust me, I tried. Nice. My apologies, my dear friends, my dear federal friends. So Canadian Tire will do that. They will give you money and say, hey, you can spend it on our store. Or there was this crazy thing. So there was this I bought my Sony Xperia, which was a great phone. Sony Xperia was a great phone. It was this freaking amazing phone. It was amazing. A really good phone. Really good phone. And the Sony Xperia was I think it's like $1,000 phone, and you could spend $300 in store. They would give you a credit score. So YouTube is kind of giving you credit score. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's just phenomenal. It is just phenomenal. Together, day 290 sunrise. So, on a company like that, yes, it's not the best, but at the same time, it is kind of worth it, right? Because you get to support, and yes, they give it to you for free, which is in-store credit, but you can support somebody else, which get real money. Like, okay, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I have to say, now, why are they doing that? Okay. They're doing that because once you start gifting, it becomes addictive. So at first, it's like a casino. I'm sorry to the people that don't understand that. They'll give you free chips. Say, hey, here you go with a gift from us. We'll give you $200 chips. Okay, but I spent $300,000. That $200 that was meaningless, right? It was a rumor that there was a waitress. I don't know if that's true. There was a waitress, fun fact, that were supposed to give chips periodically. This guy's been there for an hour. Okay, well, he deserved this chips. So waitress like, hey, the casino appreciates your patronage. We'll give you this chip. What are you gonna do? You're gonna spend the chip? You're gonna keep it? No, you're gonna spend it, right? Also, there was this sort of common occurrence where people would tip waitress with coins. You think the waitress got 100% of that coin? No. No. Got a percentage of it, of course, but they didn't get everything. Why? Okay, well, that's I'm gonna sound like an asshole. You're gonna hate me, but that makes sense. A waitress should make $1,000 for to give you a drink, right? I'm just saying. She should make some money for sure, but not $1,000. This is obscene. And there was this. I used to work at A&W. There was this guy called Jesus. This guy, no, he wasn't called Jesus. They were calling him Jesus. They were calling him Jesus because he kind of had long hair and long beard. It was either Jesus or homeless. So then, what would happen is, this guy came in, and he had a lot of cash, and he would always give $100 tips, right? $100 tips. I work at two places that had tips. It was Marie Fanny, which is a coffee shop that closed, and it was A&W. A&W, there was not a culture of sharing tips because not everybody gave tips, right? However, Marie Fanny, we shared tips. There was time I felt bad because I was coming in for 3 hours of shift, and I didn't even do like 10 minutes of work. They were changing shift. They would give me cash. They would say, "This is your share of the tips," and I'd be like, "Yeah, but I haven't been there for like the whole share. I've been there for 10 minutes. Why are you gifting me?" Like, "Yeah, but you know, you could use it." Okay. So with the whole thing was when Jesus would come and we give you $100 bill, the people start fighting. "I want to serve him." "No, I'm serving him." "You served him last week." "I'm serving him." And it was a clear. So it creates inequality, and the work. Oh shit! You won't believe this. It's raining. It is raining. It's not supposed to rain today, is it? I don't know. It is raining though. Together. Ooh. At 12 o'clock, we're gonna do a mukbang. Why? At 12 o'clock, we're gonna do a mukbang because there is some rain. Guys, there's some little bit of rain. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the camera, but hey, we got nothing to lose. So yes, it creates a inequality of. It's gonna be complex, bro. But it creates an inequality of income. And I mentioned the $1,000. You shouldn't get that $1,000 tips, and I truly mean that. But I'm not trying to say that the waitress is not working hard. I'm not trying to say that the waitress is not deserving of money. Hey, you served that guy. That guy was an asshole, but he gave a good tip. Okay, well, you know what? You have to suffer for that tips, right? What I'm saying is, there shouldn't be an employee that gets $1,000 tips, an employee that gets a $10 tips. Now, ultimately speaking, the tips are to the discretion of people. There was a show, El Kitchen. No, I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry. Kitchen Nightmare. And there was this most famous episode, which is Amy Baking Company, ABC. And they had this young girl. That young girl was super nice and super kind, and she waited for Gordon Ramsay. She actually saw her in action, and she was super kind. And then she got like a I don't remember the number. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna check right now. It's something 5 hour point. And the worst thing is, I watched this particular show, the whole show. I'm gonna say particular episode because I thought I was a loser for watching the show that much, but fuck it, let's be honest. Kitchen Nightmare, ABC. Amy Baking Company, yeah. Amy Baking Company. They were nuts, bro. They were freaking nuts. Okay. So I'm gonna show you, and I know it's exactly.
It's okay.
Cause I know the face of the client that gave it.
Yeah, I was thinking.
There you go.
What the fucking thing you are?
For me, this is all bullshit, so I don't care.
None of you know about this. The young girl, Maria, grabbed the plane and was about to throw it away.
That's not the right one?
common thread in this restaurant.
There's no point in me thinking it's gonna work.
Hold on. I'll get to explain that, but I don't care.
It's like one long nightmare.
I'll take care of it. Here you go. So that was the
Girl
tips.
deserves some tips tonight.
These are some tips tonight.
Do you think if I went and
Listen to this.
that it goes straight to the owner and
Not to the server. Do you think they'd be astounded? Let me ask that table there.
Look.
Sir, the tip that you left, the young lady's server. The owner takes the tips. No. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah. Tips are voluntary, but it doesn't mean that it goes to the waitress. What I'm trying to say is that, and I just realized that this had nothing to do with what I was saying. My bad. It's just a cool story, I guess. It's to show you that in here there's a labyrinth, but there's some good things, you know? Which is, what I'm saying with the waitress is, yeah, she's deserving. But it shouldn't be like oh my god, this waitress is rich and this waitress is poor. They're working in the same place. They're doing the same hours. What's the difference? Well, you know what, this one table got, like, this one table was very generous. I thought normal. So with the coffee place I was working at, separating the tips, what was really cool was sometimes we had $40, sometimes we had $50, separated in 12 people because it's 12 people. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. But then there was an asshole. The cook wasn't nice. And the cook would get the tips and he would say thank you. So you're like, okay, you know. It's kind of, dude, it's kind of fucked up, right? So yeah, so that was a whole thing. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be inequality of finance because out of luck. Hey, you got lucky. Disabled was generous. Disabled might not come for another 2 months, but it came today and you got a good price. It doesn't make any sense. Right? Let's talk about tips. I don't know. Let's talk about salaries, but I don't remember what I was talking about tips. I don't know. I think I was talking about yes. I was talking about the fact that you have a company which is TikTok, which you're basically working on tips, and TikTok is taking a share of the tip. So we had this show called Kitchen Nightmare. Holy shit! You see, I didn't do the automatic. Oh my god! Wow. Okay. Indirectly, I did a clear link between the two. So in this scenario, the owner who takes a tip is TikTok, and the reaction of the customer is it's disgusting. But when you gift on TikTok, is your first reaction, oh, it's disgusting? No. I had to give shit to people. I was giving shit to Carly because Carly was constantly gifting. It's like, don't gift. Then I was getting in trouble with people. People are like, dude, you should let people gift you. And I'm like, it's not a problem with gifting. It's where you gift. Like, don't gift to a company that makes billions of dollars and don't pay their content creator a cent. Don't do that. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's not dumb per se, but it's dumb to think that, okay, well, then you think quality, right? People that are on TikTok that are not making money. So with TikTok, that's what I'm trying to say also. With TikTok, there's just this whole, we're getting paid by tips. So we're getting paid by the generosity of people, right? There's no salary, right? Versus a company like TikTok, like YouTube and Twitch. So YouTube and Twitch is disgusting. Twitch will pay you pennies on a dime, on a dollar for ads. And Twitch is also very predatory. Why? Okay, so Twitch, why are they predatory? This is nice. We had cloud before, now we don't have them. It's really nice. Twitch is predatory. Why? Twitch will give you, okay. So Twitch will have a normal program, which is you're not making a penny. We'll have an affiliate program. So the affiliate program is you need to have a tree viewer for a number of hours. I think it's 25 hours. And you have to have stream in your month 75 hours. So that's about 3 hours per day. 3 hours per day is 90 hours. Yeah. Oh, phone is too hot. That's okay. That's okay, bro. That's okay. This one got too hot. This one is getting too hot. It's okay. But then I don't have a energy drinks to cool it down. So your very first instance, you're like, oh my god, I'm affiliated, bro. And everybody does this post where they're super happy they got affiliated, they feel important, and then you're like, okay, the next step is partner program. So how it works is affiliated, I think you get 30% of gifts versus 70% of the income. So when there's ads on your stream, right? When there's ad on your stream, for example, it's $1. Let's say you get, okay, let's say you get $5. You get $5. No, let's say, because if it's 5, it's gonna be too hard. No, it's not that hard actually. If you get $5 per ads played on your stream, well, let's say you play one ad, right? Twitch will get $3.50. So I did that. It's super easy. So you get 70% to Twitch. So I did $5, right? An easier number is what? An easier number is 10. You know that 70% of 10 is $7, right? 5 is half of the 10. So 70%, $70 and half is 35. So 35 is actually 70% of 5, right? And you get, drumroll please, 150. But then, if you're lucky enough, you do partner program. Partner program is, you get, I think it's 60-40. So again, you do the 10, right? Which is, they get $6, you get 4. You do divide by 2, they get 3, you get 2. Good. You get 2. You do you do 8 ad or 6 ad per hours. 6 times 2 is $12 per hour. You do about 5 hours per day. You do $60 per day. You do 60 times 30, which is 1,800 or 180 per month. You do 180 per month. What? $3 per day. No. I'm so dumb. You do 1,800 per month. Yes. Yeah. Because if you do the 10 days at $60, you do 600. There's no way that it's 180. And then you do 10 days times 3, which is 600 times 3, which is 1,800. So you do 1,800 for times 12. You know that times 10 is 18,000, right? And you had 3,600, which is 21,600. I studied for the year, right? So like, okay, you know what? I can actually have that. This is not counting gift. This is not counting the money that you make by archiving you don't even make content. You're archiving your streams on YouTube, right? So you get money there too. And then people gift you gifts, right? And then people sub to you. It's $7 per sub. My father has Amazon Prime. I told him, dude, you can give me free money. Is he gonna do it? No. But it could have been. $7 per gifted sub. My mom has Amazon Prime. My father has Amazon Prime. I have Amazon Prime. So I could get $21 for doing nothing per month. Is it a lot of money? No. Is it gonna be money? Yes. Right. So with that being said, you get that. You get that, right? And it's crazy. It's crazy because it's easy to make a lot of money. The problem with Twitch is what? The problem with Twitch is they give you the easiest. It's still hard, but they give you like very achievable goal for. Oh, feels good. They give you very achievable goal for affiliated, right? The problem isn't affiliated. The problem is partner. Okay. The problem is partner. Partner, you need 75 concurrent viewer, and you need to I think it's 120 hours per month. That's 4 hours per day. Still not bad, but 75 concurrent viewer, which means that most of your stream at 75 viewers. And you understand that on Twitch, which is the crazy part, it was Penguin Zio that was talking about this. 95% of people have less than 5 viewer, which means that less than 5% of the content creator on Twitch have a partner program. So 95%, which is not true. We'll say 70 to 80% of people on Twitch are partnered. Yeah. Are partnered. Oh, feels good. Mosquito bite and a spoon. Whew. People use this to cook something. I use this to scratch mosquito bites. Same feeling. So yeah, so with Twitch, they give you these false hopes. And for Twitch, the sooner your affiliate, the better it is, because they put ads on your video. They'll make money out of it. Doesn't matter if you have 0 viewers, you still put ads on your video. Right? Which is great. So then you have the other things. YouTube. YouTube is a bit less predatory. Why? Okay, so YouTube is YouTube is a bit less predatory. Why? Because it's harder. So you at 500 viewers, you can monetize your content. I can technically monetize my content, but I cannot monetize. I won't get paid for the views. I'll get paid if I have a shop. So for example, I can start selling merch at 500. You're gonna buy merch at 500? I don't know, but you can, right? Now there's a difference. The difference is what? Difference is if I have 1,000 followers, I can put ads on my video, right? But most people will take months, years to get 1,000 followers. So either you gave up, or either you know how it works, right? You learn from your mistake. You learn how the social content creation works. You got better. You improve. And you get 1,000 followers, and then you can get paid for ads, right? So there you go. So YouTube, because a lot of people gave up before, they're not predatory. they're not aspiratory because they're more honest. They're more honest on who can make money or not. TikTok is the worst because at 300 followers, 300 followers, you can get that in one day, easy peasy. You take, and I'm sorry to say, but you take a video from somebody else that is super popular. You get it. You do AI. You say, this is my new account. You get 300 followers like that, and then you can go live. And when you go live, and you know what's crazy? I know this is dishonest, but this is the easiest way. So again, you take the video of somebody. For example, I don't know, freaking John Cena. Let's say John Cena. Why not? He's invisible. He won't be seen anyway, right? And you do the 300 followers. You change the account name. You change the profile picture. You go live yourself, right? People don't remember why they follow you. And like, okay, well, that's weird. I follow this guy. They're gonna click unfollow, but you're still able to do a TikTok live, and you're able to do a TikTok live. And the craziest thing with TikTok is what? This is the most insane thing. It doesn't make any sense. Let's say I got 1 million followers, right? Let's say I receive a Galaxy. So Galaxy costs $20 to buy, gives the content creator $10. TikTok is taking a percentage of that. So per Galaxy, you're getting what? You're getting $6, $7, $6, $7. Dude, we did an hour 50 for nothing. For that subject, which is nothing, but I'm making fun, so who gives a shit? I got a text. You're awesome, Steph. Thank you. That's not what he said, but I didn't read it, so until we make sure of it, that's what it says. Thank you for allowing the denial, the insanity. So, if I have 1 million followers, a Galaxy still give me $6, $7. If I have 476 followers, it still give me $6. So why is that predatory? Because TikTok legit tells you like everybody can make the same amount. We are equal opportunity. You're not equal opportunity. You're not. Because you don't let people understand that, hey, you have 400 followers, yeah, maybe you can have 0 people in your life. Yeah, maybe. I had a person, somebody that helped me a lot, Shadow Killblade. Shout out, if you don't follow her, please do. I'm not asking you to follow anybody. I'm not asking you to follow me, but please follow her. Shadow Killblade with an S. On YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok. This girl had a small community, right? It was very loyal. And when you see on YouTube, she has like 100-something followers. I have more. On TikTok, she has 500 or something. But on Twitch, she has more people than me because they're very. And it all depends. So, for example, my problem is I tend to upload the same content on YouTube and TikTok, but the goal is no matter what you like. But I had a little friend, which is not a mosquito. I would have slapped that biatch. People are preferring YouTube, people are preferring TikTok, so it depends. You know, it depends. Yeah. So it's that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know. Am I talking about that? Well, because the number of likes you get, the number of followers you get, is just a figure of speech. It's engagement accounts and it's impression accounts. So, for example, if people are watching your video for 10 seconds, it's not helping. It's showing the algorithm that this is a bad video. People did not like this video. The craziest thing, I don't know how true it is for other platforms than YouTube, but a dislike will help you. It's engagement. People took the time to dislike your video. That means they are invested. We want you to make more. Yeah. So, what was the original subject? And we're back with a nice sunrise, sunlight. No time passed. Ooh, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is strip club at Tuesday at 2 a.m. Yeah. You don't want to see Tuesday at 2 p.m. So let's be honest here, right? Did I ever go to a strip club Tuesday at 2 a.m.? Maybe. Did I ever go on Monday at 9 a.m.? Yes, because they have free wings. Yeah. And I don't know how wings and stripping goes together, but hey, those are delicious wings. Yeah. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. But let's go back to the original subject. You see, I love this, the video. And if I took 5 minutes more before I switched part to put in the tower, I would have had the exact moment the sun broke from the cloud. However, I have it on here. Oh, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Why did I start filming there? Because there was rain. Is there rain now? No. But we got a nice sunrise, which is as meaningful, I guess. So I was talking about this person, which is Zach. Zachy boy. And Zachy is, again, I think he's a good content creator, but his is very demanding. Hey, follow my YouTube. Hey, make sure that you comment. Hey, can we get some GIF? Can you guys tap the screen? Hey, can you guys follow my account? Hey, can you guys do this? And like, dude, be thankful for what you have, bro. Be thankful for what you have. I'm gonna die here. I'ma die. I don't wanna die at 484 and kind of shitty, baby, but I did something cool. I succeed into gold boxing what I need. Oh, there's not even gold boxes. Shit. That's okay, dude. That's okay, man. What did I do wrong here? Like I was saying, Zachy. Zachy got into... The reason I started watching Zachy was because he was beefing with Max Boy, my favorite content creator that I didn't like. So I was like, dude, justice. False sense of justice, which is actually ruining somebody's life. Not cool. But the craziest thing with Zachy Boy was something happened, which is almost revolutionary for content. With TikTok is quite addictive because it's this whole ecosystem. You get live, you get drama, you get people dropping videos, and it's very hard. So, for example, unless you go on somebody's page and you actually go through their videos, it's very hard, right? It's very, very hard. And yeah, so the cool thing with that is that you had so many instances of like people that stream and react to other people. So a lot of the people that I'm gonna be watching are gonna be restreaming or watching people in commentary, right? I like that. Why? Because it's watch party. We're gonna watch a movie, I'm gonna react together. Hey, this part made me laugh. I played this game yesterday, which is Digimon Up, and now I can say it because it was yesterday. That game was not that great. It wasn't good at all. Well, it was okay. It wasn't bad per se, but it wasn't good. And I was before we continue, I was so freaking worried because I'm like, dude, you finished yesterday at 4:30. You went to bed at 6:30. You didn't do anything in between. You woke up. What are we gonna talk about? And here we go with 2 hours and 15 of early morning sesh. Don't ask me how I do it. And if it wasn't for that, it was insane. Again, side note, but it's an important side note. Can we please talk about that? Okay, cool. If the guy didn't have drama and didn't stay live until 4 o'clock when I started making videos, the subject wouldn't be there. Is it lucky? Is it fate? I don't know. We'll call it luck. Because I like believing in luck. I like believing in fate, but I like believing in luck because luck is positive. Fate is neither positive nor negative. But luck is positive. You're not gonna say, oh, you're so lucky. But that's sad. No, you're so unlucky. Right? Did I mention unlucky? No, I mentioned lucky. Right? So the thing that happened is he was after Max for years and years and years and years. And Max was like, no, this is my so this is insane. I started making content in 2021. I started TikTok in 2022. I've watched Max from 2022 to 2025. I watched Zachy from 2025 to 2026, which is today. Crazy, right? and Max needed the money. He was constantly grifting. He was constantly like asking for cash. He was constantly begging, blah 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 blah. You get the gist of it, right? Thank God. So then I got tired of Max's antics because Max was getting really bad. He started hanging out with this other content creator, which was doing a racist joke. Was doing he's doing a racist joke. Was doing like jokes that were not good. He was making a child mo, jokes, which is fucked up. And but he was playing a character, and he was clear that there was this when he was live, he was playing a character, but a lot of people knew him on the platform. He's a nice guy, so his character is an asshole, but he is sort of a good guy. Are you a good guy if you're able to do a character that does racist joke now? But it's complex. So and Max started hanging out with that guy, and Max thought he was making money, and he became just his best friend. There was a Canadian. So last year, you guys, oh my God, I didn't even start the last subject. I was talking. Okay, I'm so sorry for the side note. I 2 parts ago, which is the first half an hour, I mentioned something about the goal was to meet people and do content with them that were francophone or French people. See, now it's raining. We're gonna have a nice night rainbow. I don't know where you are, but you should be showing soon. Fuck, am I lucky to have a balcony. Fuck, am I lucky. You see, I did the first year and a half, did videos inside the rehearse in the club. Well, fam in the club. But we have a balcony. It's still the same thing, but it feels more spacious, which is better, I guess. It's like I was saying, the goal was to meet people. Oh my God, I didn't finish with lady. The girl I was talking about. The girl was getting gifts, and she would only support people that were big. So, for example, my content wasn't big enough for her. She'd go into chats where there was 100 people, there was 200 people, and then she would gifts and like, hey, dude, I'm also making content. She was looking for shoutouts. Oh, I got no storage. Can't detect car crash. Can't detect car crash. I love that you're telling me that you cannot detect car crash. Okay, I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, you cannot, oh, okay. Well, I should be parking myself, right? And I'm not joking. You guys think I'm joking? What is that? Can detect car crashes. Yeah. Whew. That's mighty dangerous. Thanks for telling me, dude. Okay, so we uploaded Frenchie yesterday. I hope I did. But I don't think I did. Ooh, blades. I didn't. Frenchie, please tell me you uploaded Frenchie. Oh, my Atlantis, I did. Yes, sir. 4 hours. Not great, but not bad. I don't think I slept for 10 hours, and I was like, you know what? Let's upload 4 hours of this playthrough. That's gonna be enough. No, mother fricker. Not enough. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, but I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. And even when I dream of you, the saddest thing we'll ever do, 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Such a beautiful song. See, your parents impose their music on you, right? Like, oh, don't impose music on me. I'm gonna watch what I want to watch. Don't tell me what to watch. Don't tell me what to. Ooh, you're also a problem. Eee. Thank you. And now this is a bit of a problem. Storage problem. You remember the show Storage War? It's a Storage War. Cause even when I dreamed of you, the strongest thing I'll ever do, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Beautiful song. And thank you so much, guys. Thank Thank you so much. Resistance. Okay, resistance. We did what? So we did change chasse. Oh, marcher from Mossad. Butcher from Mossad. We did a lot for resistance. We did a lot, bro. We did a lot for resistance. So the last one we did was 5 hours. 5:15. Raz, va, trei, четыре. Raz, va, шесть, четыре. Blood, suka. So we got, okay, we got 4. 4, which drum roll please? With 4 gives us 4 gives us command. There's a place downtown where the freaks are coming down. It's a hole in the wall. It's a dirty free for all. And then 50 gigs. By the way, 50 gig is enough for one day, so I won't have to upload you for the whole day. Am I gonna do so? I don't know. You tell me. Am I gonna do whatever the fridge I want? Yes. I'm gonna go with the freezer. I'm gonna do the freezer today. Whoa. There you go. Couldn't delete 1 out of 4. Oh, okay. No way. Why? 51 gig storage. Hell to the U. The saddest thing they'll ever do, and then when you stop thinking about this music being imposed, but more so as, hey, this music was good enough for my parents to recommend it for me. Maybe I should give it a listen. They realized that there was something there. Tommy and Gina, whoa, we're making out there. Oh, singing on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. By the way, it's 6:37 a.m. We started at 4:40. If you didn't know, so that's 1 hour 45 minutes. Just saying. So with Lady, she was gifting. She was wanting shoutouts and bigger. So the fact that she didn't support me wasn't because she didn't care, because I didn't have enough people. So with people like that, and the goal was to make contact with our French. That way, I would be forced or strongly pushed to make French content, right? Which is the goal, because I want to make more French content. That is the goal, my friend. That is time gold. Then a year later, when we gave up that ID, 50% batteries. It's okay. We've been live for 2 hours, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Very proper English, Inky. A year and a half later, when we forget about that completely, I started making content with people. And it was a freaking mess. It was horrible. Now, ultimately speaking, was I making content with the right people? No. Was I the right person myself? Probably not. But yeah. Goes to show. Sometimes what you want is not what you need. Sometimes what you need is not what you want. Oh, deep. So, coming back to Zaki. Because again, side notes. We're almost done though. Congratulations if you made it that far. So, he got on Max's case for so freaking long, dude. So freaking long. And at the end, Max had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. I'm staying single when one of the most hated person on TikTok is dating. I'm like, okay, well, Ink, you got a perspective, bro. What are you doing wrong? Everything, I understand. But yeah, so he got a girlfriend. And at first, there was this talk. And this is a cool talk to have. Max was live every day, by the way, which will be important later in the story. There was this talk of, she didn't do anything, let's leave her alone. And then Zach started to go against the girlfriend. He started making fun of her, and people were like, dude, that's not cool. She didn't do anything. He's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. But then Max was getting so bullied, and she was in love. So she was blinded by love. You remember the show Love is Blind? Well, this is another show called Blind by Love, which is kind of the same thing but different. Same but different, but still the same, you know? A little bit of Skylar something. I don't remember the name of the guy, but it's James Franco in the interview. You might have heard of it. So with that, he started making fun, and the name of the girl was Sarah. By the way, Sarah was super. Sarah was super cool, but not cool. Sarah was a cool person. She was kind. She was nice. People liked her. The problem is she would see people go after Max, and she would defend her boyfriend. And she's like, "You're an asshole." It's like, no, dude. He's an asshole, yes. The reason why he's an asshole is because your boyfriend was an asshole for years. So people don't like your boyfriend. Like, if somebody doesn't like your boyfriend, it's their problem. If most of the platform don't like your boyfriend, chances are your boyfriend did something somewhere that was not, just saying. So, with that, she'll go after people just to defend her boyfriend when her boyfriend is in the wrong. It's like somebody that steals something, and like, hey, leave him alone. He's hungry. You know what he stole? Yeah, but no, you don't get to give him shit. Like, well, what am I supposed to tell my boss? What am I supposed to tell my employees? No promotion because people are stealing from the store. But it's okay because they're hungry. My employees are hungry too, right? So yeah, so then people start to dislike her, and then she did something wrong, which is very wrong. She it's a whole story. Zaki had a girlfriend, which is Miss Driver. Miss Driver, not the greatest person. Fucking come on, like. Miss Driver is a very pretty girl that is dating very popular people because she wants to be popular. Now, that's a problem. She dated popular people because she wanted to be popular, but it doesn't mean that she didn't like those people. So, for example, I get a girlfriend, and her father has an ice cream parlor. I actually like ice cream, so this is a bonus. Does that mean I'll never fall in love with his daughter? No. Does that mean that I dated his daughter for the ice cream? No. So, I think that there's a part of her that only wants to date popular people because she wants to be popular, but I think it doesn't mean that she is chasing clout. I don't think they're the same. I don't think they're the same at all, right? There's possibly a honest love there. So all of this to say, she was dating this guy and Zaki, very needy. There's a ton of story on him not being the greatest guy, showing his penis to people that don't want, being harassing when it comes to sex, insisting a lot, like, hey, I don't want to sleep with you. Oh, come on, please. No means no, bro. Is it true? Is it not true? Well, I don't. There's no proof. There's no text. There's no phone call recorded. But there's multiple girls that had the same speech, same version. Yeah. So is it true? I don't know. Is it possibly true? Well, it's more possibly true that if it was one person that said it 2 years ago, right? So he started dating the girl, and then she fell in love with him, which I do believe that she did. Oh. Here. No. Yeah, because it's dropping quickly. And it won't last with the. I thought that it's charging. It's not charging, which is good. So why is it dropping so slow? So quickly. I'm holding a video. And it's getting more speed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other phone, I'm going to pause this, and say, I'm going to check the phone. How to get it as much back. Because I got like 10 more minutes of content. 10 minutes from me and 2 minutes from somebody else. This this chair. Small complaint. Everything on this chair is so uncomfortable. If I get this anywhere else, I know I'm hurting because it's in the chair. Throw it on the way, 'cause I swear, for the last time, I won't trust myself with you. Tension is building inside. Oh shit, what happened there? Didn't mean to record. I feel so far away from here. Everyone is forcing their way out of me. Try not to break, but I'm so tired this disease. Every time I try to make myself get back up on my feet, all I have to think about is this. All the tiring time between and now. Trying to put my trust in you just takes so much out of me. Take every day from the inside and throw it all away. 'Cause I swear, I had my freaking eyelid folded by the inside. That was painful. I don't know how I did that. So I'm sorry if I closed the video. I wanted to press pause, but I couldn't see from one eye, so I pressed the stop button. I'm so sorry. So I got 10 more minutes. I know this is a lot. I know we're talking a lot, but hey, trust me. We're getting somewhere. I hope. I freaking hope. The phone is seemingly good. I think you're not charging, but I don't have to fear. If the video is 10 minutes, I got 4%. We're okay. So then Zaki wasn't. Well, it's tough because she says that he wasn't a good boyfriend, and he says that she wasn't a good girlfriend. I am more likely to believe her because this guy has a reputation of not being the best guy with ladies. This guy is a penis got exposed not too long ago, and multiple times. And people are saying like, "Hey," and he was like, "Who did this to me?" I'm like, "How do you not know who did this to you?" It's like, "Well, I sent a picture to a lot of people." Yeah. And what I love is like the guy that was super racist, right? Gave a great advice to his friend, which is Max. Max was like, "Dude, I'm so tired. My numbers leak, my addresses leak." That's like you give it to the wrong people. What do you expect? You know. So you learn a lot from live. You learn a lot from content creator, right? And yeah. So then what happened was, for Zaki and Miss Driver, they broke up, right? And it's my issue is I'm more likely to believe her because he has a bad reputation. But her, she is not known. People don't know who she is. She's new to social media. Well, no, she's new to the TikTok scene in Quebec, in Montreal, in French Canada. So yeah. So is she a good person? I don't know because I don't know her. I got this guy who has a poor what should we call it? Reputation. And I got this girl that has no reputation. Okay, well, they're both, I don't know one of them, right? Well, I know one of them, but there's one I don't know. So then Max, what he did, and this is insane. Max, what he did is he it's bad, bro. It's bad. Max, what he did was he called the girl, the ex of Zaki, like, hey, you hate it. You hate him now. She's like, well, I don't. He's not my favorite person, of course. And he's like, well, guess what? I'm trying to make him fall. I'm trying to expose him. So give me some information, and I won't say it's you, but I'll release it. Guess what he did? He recorded the phone call. He recorded the phone call. Yeah, yeah. He recorded the phone call, and he released it. So this guy's Zaki got furious because she said something about him that was not super kind. Let's just say like that. And he got furious and he started exposing Max. He said, "You want to fuck up with my relationship? I'm gonna fuck with your relationship." So what he did is, and it's a true story. This is going too far though. They put a air tag under the car of his girlfriend to know where she was working, and then they start harassing her at work. So the girlfriend, what did you think she did? This is going too far. You're responsible for that, Max. I'm breaking up with you. So she gave him an ultimatum, and she gave him like a couple of times, like, it's me or TikTok, and he was always choosing TikTok. Then she's like, okay, well, you lost me. You chose TikTok over me. Then he left. So why is that a super good subject? Is that Zaki, because he's younger, I think he's like 22 years old. He's younger. They don't understand that Max leaving the platform means that he doesn't get to expose him anymore. A lot of the viewer that he had was because he was exposing a, and I was hated. When Max left the platform, he lost a lot of people. So instead of exposing another person, which is a girl. Now this is a bit more fucked up because be a gentleman. Right now, look, it's nice outside. I missed the footage of nice outside. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's not never gonna be perfect. So yeah, so he kind of fucked it up there, to be honest. Then there was this girl. So this girl, okay, what she did. So, okay, so the only reason this girl was getting exposed or being talked about is she had one kid. It went to the child protection services, and the kid was under like 2. So when the kid is above a certain age, it is. I'm not saying it's a totalitarian system. I'm not saying that's always the case, but when the kid is of a older age, still a kid though, and he gets put into child protection services, there was the parents weren't super good parents, right? When a child is put away at a very young age, when he's put in the child protection service at a very young age, it's a clear sign that the parents were not that good, because they didn't give it the chance to the parents to learn. Like, no, you're catastrophic. This is not how you treat a baby. So that was kind of awful. But listen, people make mistakes. Do I think there was abuse? I don't know. Am I willing to protect the person? No. I mean, we make mistakes. As human beings, we make mistakes. Your kids got taken away by child services. That sucks. But you know what? I'm willing to give you a chance because it doesn't mean anything. You can improve, and you can prove to child protection services that, hey, we're following classes. Hey, we're buying this. Hey, we have a much more stable financial position. And then the child protection services, the child protection services can be like, you know what? Maybe it was too much of a judgment. Maybe you deserve a second chance. Then some people, you get the child forever, which is great. So it's still possible. Then the girl, and this is where I disconnect. The girl got a second kid with the same dude. Again, next to at birth, I think the baby was like 2 to 3 months old. Child protection services. Now this is complex. The first time was abuse. The second time, it was people on TikTok that were calling for abuse. So do I think there was a lot of abuse? I don't know. Do I think that because of the number of call, they were a bit more strict? Yes. So then again, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. And then you give them a benefit of a doubt because, like, yeah, that's a second kid, but you don't know what the people on TikTok said. Did they make up stories? Did they not make up stories? I don't know. And then a year later, they have a third kid. And this third kid gets, can you guess? Yes. So now you know they were bad parents. For me once, shame on you. For me twice, shame on me. For me 3 times. What is it? What is the J. Cole song? J. Cole. Fool Me Once quote. The song is from No Role Models. If you don't want to be saved, don't save. Fool Me Once saying they're trying to. Okay, so what is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign. Load the chopper, let it rain on you. Something like that. J. Cole, shout out to J. Cole. A legend, bro. A legend. See? In my hair, just a. Yeah. And one of my problem with Zaki was what? One of my problem with Zaki was that he was having a good community, right? And they were giving like a universe. Universe was the most expensive gift. He was wanting one per day. So $400 per day were not enough. Now, also speaking, yes, you don't get that much money, but still. Holy fuck, is she hot, bro? I wish I was no. Yeah. Couple seconds is all it takes. Don't stop the kid, but you blow my speakers up. Like the kid, they got swagger. If he says he got beef, then I'm a vegetarian. If he says he's got beef, then I'm a vegetarian, and I ain't fucking scared of them. When did this shit drop, bro? The amount of whew, that's heavy shit, dude. That is such a good. What? Oh, you douche. Oh, no. No. You broke. I don't know why you broke. I don't know when you broke. So swear it didn't record. God damn it. God damn it. And I think it broke not too long ago. I don't think it broke too long ago. Actually able to see. I wish there was a oh no. Sword breaking isn't a big deal per se, but it is kind of shitty. Shield, you broke. Usually when it's when I upload, I don't think I uploaded from Shield yesterday. I wish I wasn't. Why is that a problem? It's a problem because I'm gonna have to transfer it to another phone. I'm gonna have to edit it down, so it sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna go in. I gotta go here. Perfect. I'm so sorry, guys. After 2 hours and a half, I get distracted. Go figure. I don't know why. Don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep, but I miss you, baby. See, everything got 4 gigs storage. 40 gigs, okay? That's good enough. Why did you break? I don't understand, dude. What the fuck? So files? Okay, so what you have to do is this. You have to do TikTok, YouTube Studio. You have to do Sword. I think it's just because the phone was full. Okay, so we got YouTube. Okay, so Sword 2 is 11:25. But I don't know why you broke though. This is so dumb. I don't want to start paying attention to this every single day and every single moment. Okay, so 11:25. 11:25. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 5. Okay, 4. Okay. 6:41. Yes. Okay. 3:45. Yes. 11:21. Yes. 5:03. No, we don't have it. It's okay. Oops. 2:07. Yes. 2:58. Yes. 13:04. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I hate it that you did that. I hate it. I hate everything about you. Why do I love you? Only when I stop to think about me, I know always. Okay, so they're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11:20 something. I wish 11:35, nice. 11:35, so we're gonna delete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, for a total of what? Ah, nice. So the storage is full, that's why. But it's not nice. Why? Because it broke. You're not supposed to break. You're supposed to tell me like, hey, you don't have enough storage. Right. Okay, so now we have what? We have 09. I'm telling you, this thing is so dumb. They constantly have to repair it. 40%. Because it's taking so much time, I think it's a big file. What is the dream here? The dream is that the file is less than an hour. Yeah. If the file is less than an hour, then I don't have, even if I repair it, we're still good. We're still good. Because I won't have to go to another phone and to repair it. By doing less than an hour, I get the whole file back. I get the entire thing back. If it's more than an hour, some of it is missing, I can't upload it. If it's less than an hour, I don't have to transfer it. If it's more than an hour, I do have to transfer it. Okay, so now we're gonna check out if I have to upload something. I wish I could have because I would like to do it on this one. The goal is to do it on merchant. Yeah. Yes. Merchant would be better. Merchant would be better. Merchant would be better. I still have to do this. Merchant. Good. Merchant is better. Why? Merchant is better because I'm not using it. It's not as drained. What does it mean? For example, with everything, I have to play a game all the time, and I have to merchant. Merchant, which is day 280, day 281 merchant. That's good. Day 281 merchant part 2. I'm gonna empty merchant today. No, 10 playthrough is too much, and I want to do like an 11 one, but the 11 one's gonna be easier because it's gonna be at such a poor quality. It's gonna be at 360p. But so this is gonna be more for Tire Talk. But I found something kind of cool. I found something very cool. Repaired. 2 hours and 13. So you broke not too long ago. You broke 19 minutes ago when I switched from the outside to inside. I have to transfer you. Fuck, I have to transfer you. Shit. But I still have the hour, the 1 hour, which is good because we got every single mission. We got every single thing that I wanted to do. That's kind of good. It's not perfect because I have to do the extra work, but still. We're going to talk about it in Tower Talk, but I have some good news. I did a retro, and I can actually go with a file editor, a video editor, and the video editor can transform it into 8 bits video. That would be super fucking cool. How much is the Sony Xperia? Amazon. Yes, sir, please. Xperia. Okay, that's not what I want. I got $4,000, guys. The problem is I'm gonna go to the Walmart tomorrow. And I'm afraid I'm gonna be buying a lot of shit. What is the cheapest foldable? Foldable that can play 2 games. Okay. Good. Nice. This is uploaded. Nice. Good. Well, Sword sucks that it broke, but it's not a big deal. That's an hour on the full day. Yeah, so I can film. So the goal was to do a retro, and I can actually go with heavy. I can use the application to heavily pixelate shit, and I can give it this 8-bit feeling. So I'm gonna go with retro. I'm gonna go with a PS1 almost, a Nintendo's, no, worse than that, Super Nintendo feeling. We're gonna do some 8-bit music in the background. It's gonna be super cool because you're changing the whole game, the way the whole game will look. So you're actually digressing. So okay, I'm gonna talk about this more in Tower Talk, but it's so smart because what I'm doing is I'm literally taking a playthrough, taking the graphics. I cannot upgrade the graphics. I cannot make it HD. The game is not HD. I can't go it HD, right? But what I'm doing here, which is kind of cool, is we're going the other way. We're devolving the game. Something that people do. So people do that with Bloodborne. They do it with PS2 graphics, or PS1 graphics, and we'll do that. We'll absolutely do that. And what is the coolest thing with that? We're gonna put some 8-bit music in the background. This is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane, bro. Insane. It's never been done for this tower. I don't think it's been done for a lot of things, so could be cool. Could be very freaking cool. And we'll do it also for Planet Idol Minor, but that's why I kind of need a foldable. Okay. We go on Google. Cheapest foldable. You will make X. What? Oh, fuck Timmy. I don't want Temu out. I don't want Temu. Galaxy Fold 6. Ooh. That's expensive. Okay. Motorola Razr. $850. So expensive. Yeah. Pixel Fold. Fold 6. The problem I don't know if because it's so old. Should not case it. Okay. Okay. It's 2024. Okay. Amazon. Fold 6. Fold 6. Fold 7. Fold 6. $1,000. $1,000. Holy shit. Six at 969. Because I got 4,000, but I have to be smart about it. I have to be very smart about it. And buying that much is not the best. But I could do, like I said, the goal would be to pixel Arrow Planet Minor, retro, and this retro. And that could be cool. It could be very cool. I don't know if I can do it though. I'll try. Okay. So like I was saying, for Zaki, the biggest thing that he did. So I was talking about how Max. So Zaki got. He followed his girlfriend at work and he exposed her and they made her lose her job. So he said, okay, well, oh, I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I said that already. So there was this girl with the kids taken away. He started exposing her again, going too far. She left the platform. So the coolest thing you see here is that this guy content is exposing people, but he doesn't understand that if he doesn't expose people, nobody cares about his content. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Nobody cares about the content. So when he's not exposing people, he loses viewers. And when he loses viewer, what happened? This is insane. I think it's raining outside. Yeah, so we missed the rain. It's okay, we're going to get it again at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock I'm going to do a mukbang outside, which is the rain. What do I care? Well, because I like having the rain on camera. I like the sound of the rain. It's very peaceful, very soothing. So, let's do my own videos. $4.19. The only content that I get views on with the only content that I get views is Running of Isaac, which is insanity. That I have a lot of doubles. I have to delete that because it's not good for the algorithm. That's for the same videos. It's very bad. Yeah, so Zaki doesn't understand that by doing this, he's pushing away from the people from the platform. And the worse he gets, and the more he does. So right now, what he's doing is he's heavily promoting his YouTube. Why? Because he knows that it's pushing people away. He is pushing people away, and then what's going to happen is there's going to be nobody to expose, right? And because there's nobody to expose, what's going to happen? not gonna get views anymore. So he's in a position where you zoom if he don't, because nobody cares. Nobody support him if he doesn't expose people. And if he does expose, pushing away people, it means that he has less people to expose. Like, for example, Max was desperate. Max didn't know how to make money except for on TikTok. So Max, no matter what, would stay. He will stay, right? But then, guess what? Max in a position where, well, if I'm not on TikTok, actually, okay, so this is important. Good. No, I don't care. You give me information on any divorce from any company. That's cool. Not interested, sorry. You're insane. You're insane in the membrane. I'm insane, but not in the membrane, so we're good. So I have 2 videos with the same name, with the same length. Okay, good. And yes. Good. Perfect. So I can understand that cannibalizes what he. And this is the cool thing. Like, this is a study of a social study. Like, if I push people too far, they'll leave the platform. I'm using these people to get monetary gain, and if I don't get monetary gain that way, then all I'm doing is going against. It's short term. Yes, I get more money because I expose them, but long term, the people don't stay. So I'm putting myself in a position where, again, doom if I do, doom if I don't. And it's kind of like an amazing thing because see, I have to delete some videos. And I'm deleting views, which is the worst for YouTube. Because when you delete videos with a lot of views, YouTube is like, something was wrong here. Why did you delete that video? Something went wrong. You did something bad. You're trying to hide something. And they're not going to do a study. Day 22223 has 8 views or 10 views. There's so many double. There's so many double. What the fridge? There's so many double. Ugh, so many. Yeah. And I don't. Ugh. It's bad, bro. Okay, it will be long. Am I doing this right now? Because I'm going to forget about it. See, and it's not even smart. Like, day 197. Because I'm always afraid that I don't upload. I got 3 times that video. I got that video 3 times, guys. Yeah, no wonder my algorithm is fucked up. 41. Okay, good. So I ask you if I'm just dreaming. I love you so much, so good. Okay, so because I'm not able to focus anymore, I'm gonna finish here. But imagine understanding that the content that makes you famous is not everlasting, and imagine that understanding that the content that you're making that is making you famous is short-lived. It's like finding a gold mine, right? But you understand that gold mine is not everlasting. It'll last for a while and then that's it. You lose it. Like, fuck, dude. I lost it, right? And there's no coming back from it. There's no coming back. He's gonna get every single time. So the only thing you can do, the only possible exit for him is he's gonna have to. See, this one I got 3 times. The only possible solution he's gonna have is gonna have to be waiting for other people to come to the platform, hope that they're a piece of shit that he can expose, and that people will hate the people that he's exposing. And then when he gets that, he's gonna get other people that he will possibly push away from the platform. He will possibly push them away from the platform. And by doing so, what's gonna happen? He's gonna be in the same scene as he is right now, which is crazy. The easiest thing to do here, look, 5403, 5403. The easiest thing to do is 193. Yeah, I got that video multiple times. I got, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't understand. Look at this. Till here. Till here. It's doubles. Oh my god. Of course it's not on purpose, of course. But still. Yes, we're gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching as always. That I love you, that you matter. I'll see you guys very soon. And take care. I have to delete. How can you have a double? What the fuck? So I ask you if I'm just dreaming. I love you so much, so. Good. Why did you broke Sword, bro? I had such a good morning. Fuck. Me dit ça. Ben belle, toi. T'es ben belle, toi. I was gonna do a tire talk, but we've been talking for like 3 hours. And I have to go back in 5 hours. Well, 4.5. I have to go back in 4 hours and a half. For that. Don't blink, kiss your brain. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing website, having a wonderful day. So we just slept for a while. Made videos. We made 2 hours and 52 minutes of video. Now what we're gonna do is kind of special. At 12 o'clock, it's supposed to be. Now it's raining. There's supposed to be thunders. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until 12 o'clock to come out, make more videos. That's my snack for right now. Copico. Copico. Ooh, that's nice. Thank you, Mom. So yeah, so I'm gonna come back in like at 12 because it's gonna be thunder. We'll do a mukbang. I was supposed to do a tower talk, but we didn't do it. The reality is, like, of course I would like to do it, but we've been filming for 3 hours, so I think that's enough for now. And then what I'm gonna do is super simple. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be. Usually I like to take 4 hours off of work every single day. Now it's 11:30, so I'm gonna do Overgeared Hero. I'm gonna do a movie. I'm gonna do a second movie, another game. And the goal is what? The goal is just to be able to upload, to chill. At 12 o'clock, we're gonna make some more content. After that, I'd like to stream. We'll back at 7:30 to make more content, and that's it. We'll have taken my break of the day. Sounds good? Sounds great, I hope. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. That is pretty much it, to be honest. Living life, living large. We're good. It sucks because right now I'm kind of annoyed because one of my playthrough broke. I have to fix it. It's on the phone I can't fix. There's not enough storage to fix. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, which is not great. But hey. I'm thinking out loud right now. I don't think it's gonna work. I could transfer the video, fix it, transfer it back. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. See you guys in 4 hours. Exactly how much time? Exactly. I might be watching Supernatural. See you guys in... Yeah? At 12 o'clock, which is 4 hours and 35. So, I'm going to close the tower, guys. I'll be right back with that. Good night, Crown. Merchant. Good night. I have to upload from freaking Sword for sure. Good night, Shield. Good night, Voiceless. Good. Good night, Sword. I hate you. Good night, Frenchie. Good night, Speedster. Speedster, I made a lot of storage. I'm happy. Good night, Resistance Reborn. Good night, everything. I'm not going to say good night to everything. I'm just going to close and open up a non-audio version.